gentlemen, introducing your host from the birthplace of extreme, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, weighing in at, well, an average weight for a person of his size, Sean Bell Wilbur.
Hey, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode of the Bury the Booking Podcast, Wrestling Podcast. My name is Dell. That is Devin. How are we this week?
Doing great. Another great week.
Another great week. It was a pretty good week. All around, just weather-wise, life-wise, wrestling-wise wasn't so bad either. I mean, depending on what questions you ask about.
Mm-hmm.
But we're actually going to do it a little differently this week. We're going to jump into, being we had AEW Revolution 2026 last week. The last time we talked to you, we did a quick preview of it. We're actually going to talk about Revolution this time. We're going to spend some time with AEW. We don't normally spend a lot of time with AEW, even though they have been cranking out good shows. Their, Dynamites have not been completely crazy. And we'll talk a little bit about this week, though, and always their pay-per-views. We always talk about how good their pay-per-views are. So we're going to spend a little extra time on them today, and we're going to flip it a little bit. And it's not going to be the greatest professional wrestling podcast segment in the history of professional wrestling podcasts, because AEW will not be in the nutshell this week. WWE is. And, it's a slightly less okayer version of the greatest professional wrestling podcast in the history of professional wrestling podcast segments. So without any further ado, let's go ahead and jump into AEW Revolution pay-per-view, because we still have 472 matches to review here, because as we know, AEW does long pay-per-views and they have a lengthy match card. But I kid. Before we talk about the matches themselves as a whole, AEW Revolution, how did you like it?
Now, here's the thing. AEW put on a great show.
Mm-hmm.
But
there's always that.
They've set the bar high in the past.
Uh-huh.
And I've given their pay-per-views good grades. This one,
Mm-hmm.
can't give it that high. I'm going to give it a B+.
Okay.
There were some things in here I didn't understand.
Agreed.
But still, some of the best wrestling on TV.
Yeah. I agree 100% with that entire sentiment, because there's some things I got some questions about. But, the show itself, the in-ring bell to bell, what can you say about it, really?
Yeah.
So let's jump in exactly how the Revolution pay-per-view started. And it started with the conclusion of something that was on the 0 hour, the buy-in, whatever you want to call it. It was the 21-man Blackjack Battle Royal. We started the pay-per-view itself. We had participants in there. Bang Bang Gang was in there. Yeah, Ciampa, a couple other people like that. But as AEW Revolution started, we had Jack Perry, we had Ricochet, we had the last two of the Battle Royal in the match in the closing moments of that Battle Royal before we started the main card, so to speak. AEW does this from time to time. They'll have something spill over into the actual start of the next show or pay-per-view or whatever it is. It's nothing that they haven't done before.
Yeah, it makes you wanna, like, if you're watching 0 hour,
Mm-hmm.
you're like, oh, now I gotta see how it ends.
Right. You're like,
You
damn.
gotta buy the pay-per-view.
Right. Yeah. It's like, damn. Like, you're just gonna leave me hanging like that. I gotta see.
Yeah.
I gotta see what happens. So the end of the Battle Royal, this was for the national championship, by the way, Ricochet's national championship, and the end result of it was Jack Perry eliminating Ricochet, beating Ricochet, and becoming the new AEW national champion. So Ricochet actually loses the championship here, and we got a new champion crowned in Jack Perry. How do we feel about Jack Perry winning the national championship from Ricochet?
I think they did it because I don't like Jack Perry. I don't have nothing nice to say about the guys, but you know, I think some issues happened with Ricochet on social medias.
Was that before? Did he do that before or after the pay-per-view? I don't know for sure.
Wait, what was the pay-per-view? Sunday.
Hold on,
let me check my calendar.
Because no matter what, we do have Ricochet does have some issues.
Let me see.
Regardless, there's some issues.
He did it after.
Okay.
Yeah, he did that after.
Okay.
But what did he didn't say nothing. Let me look. What did he say? Where's the original tweet?
He was trying to play the heel. I get it, but
the light-skinned kingpin.
I'm sure that tweet isn't up anymore, but
no, I got. Oh, that's the apology. Where's the tweet? Was Ricochet comments crossing the line? Sure, it was justified. Where's the tweet? I want to see what he wrote.
Oh, somebody has it on one of their articles, I'm sure.
Yeah.
We're just gonna wait for the.
What did he say?
We're gonna wait for the discovery here.
I can't find it. There's nothing. He apologized, but what did he apologize for?
So essentially, he said that there was, it was an exchange.
Oh, wait. Somebody's mom got MS. Former AEW National Champion Ricochet received criticism for telling a fan who was critical of his acting skills he was glad she got MS. So wait. Some fan was talking trash.
Mm-hmm.
And he snapped back.
Mm-hmm.
And everybody upset?
Mm-hmm.
Why?
This is what happens. This is what happens. And you got to, I guess, know that this is what happens. I get he was trying to probably, I don't know. I mean, my assumption is he was still trying to be heel Ricochet because, that's, again, that's my, it's my assumption.
Here's the thing. I take and say a lot of things about a lot of wrestlers.
Mm-hmm.
If any of them clap back, do you know how excited I would be?
Right. And a lot of times that's why these people do it. They do it to get that engagement, to say, hey, look, such and such responded to my tweet, such and such responded to my video or my criticism or whatever. So they can say, oh,
that's
look,
gonna be in my bio.
Right, exactly. So that's what happens a lot of times.
So everybody, she got MS. Is Sandy T? I don't know Sandy T. So first off, mind your business, Sandy. Cause I'm taking Ricochet side. Mind your business, Sandy.
Okay.
I'm not gonna talk about your MS because I'm not a monster like Ricochet though. I'm not doing that.
Yeah,
but
right.
Mind your business,
It's crazy.
Sandy. Step your game up. He came at you, you should have clapped back even harder. He should have came at his wife, came at the dumb backflips he used to do, come at his stupid career on WWE, come back on how he was trash on a mic on WWE. There's so many things you could have came at Ricochet for. That balding hairline. So many. But you mad? Or wait, is the internet mad and Sandy cool with it? That's my thing. Because is the internet mad? First off, it ain't got nothing to do with the internet. It's between Ricochet and Sandy.
Correct. This is true.
Not Ricochet, Sandy, and the whole freaking internet.
This is true. And this is, a lot of war that is waged between wrestlers and the internet wrestling community, the IWC as it's called. But yeah.
Come on, these people need to mind their business. This ain't got nothing to do with y'all. How did he know? First off, how do you know if Sandy cool? How do you know they don't or is cool with what's going on? First off, how does he know she got MS? How? Did Ricochet go through her profile, check everything out? Is it in her Twitter bio? If you make a public record, that means all gloves are off. I can come at you. I don't get it. Ricochet, you ain't do nothing wrong.
Well,
you did. You lost to Jack Perry, but
yeah,
I'm not gonna hold that against you right now.
We'll see what happens with the future of Ricochet. But
they tripping.
But yeah, no, Jack Perry is the new national champion, and there's that. Yay.
I got sidetracked.
So we have a new champion crowned with Jungle Jack Perry. The official kickoff of AEW Revolution, the opening match on the main pay-per-view show, was for the AEW World Tag Team Championships. This was the Young Bucks versus FTR with Big Stoke, of course. But thoughts on this match, and then we'll talk about the result and the after. This show had a lot of stuff going on with it. There's a lot of, after the fact, especially in the first half of the show. There's a lot of extracurricular activity going on after and during these matches. So, but thoughts on the tag team?
AEW doesn't cut promos like normal people. Well, I knew FTR had to pull away with this because it leads to the build up for the number one contenders match that they're going to have down the line.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry, Young Bucks is the best tag team right now out there.
This match was great.
Yeah, hands down, the best tag team out there.
Yeah, this match was great.
So, but I don't like the direction that AEW is going to go with the tag team championship because we all can see the writing on the wall.
Kind of, sort of.
But
yeah,
Young Bucks are better at what they do. They're more entertaining in the ring.
Yeah, and the chemistry with FTR and the Young Bucks, just you're not going to get anything bad here. But this match was really good. We had the blood, we had the near falls, we had all of the above. But in the end, it was a bunch of near falls, and then it was FTR with I think it was the Shatter Machine off the ropes, right? If I'm not mistaken. Mm-hmm. And that did it. And FTR retained the tag team titles. So FTR celebrating the big win after a fantastic opener. And we get two returns here. The first return, we get the return of the Rated R superstar Cope. Cope is back. Adam Copeland is back, but he's not alone. He is with Christian Cage. So Cage,
have I voiced my concern that I don't like this?
I do believe so. Before they disappeared the first time.
I don't like them together.
You still don't like this.
Feels stupid. I don't like Christian Cage being a nice person and having friends.
I mean, if there's one guy, that's the guy you have the most history with. I mean, Christian's still.
I don't like Coop. He's too old to be wrestling. Hang it up. After you shattered both legs trying to do a move, you should have called it quits.
He's back.
You should have been like, you know what? Let me sit my old ass down and sit behind a booth and sign autographs and take pictures.
I mean, we're looking for a last hurrah here with Coop and
his last hurrah was when his shins went into his knees. Should have been it.
This definitely threw a curveball into the tag team championship title picture. We got FTR as the champions. We still have the Young Bucks that want to be in the race, but you have Cope and Christian that are the number one contenders for the championships. That are, I think they're the next pay-per-views in like 3 weeks. Dynasty.
Probably tomorrow. You know, it's AEW. They can pay-per-views like every couple days.
Yeah. It's funny. Like you get a couple months with nothing. And then the next thing you know, we got a big pay-per-view. And then like 2 weeks later, we got another big pay-per-view. And it's like, all right, well, damn, you gave me so many months to chill. And now it's like,
here's another one.
Here's another one. And it's like, all right, well, how are we going to build up to this one? But
we just going to let it happen. No build up. They're not building nothing. They're like, they're going to give you like this quick video package. Somebody's screaming in the background. And then they're going to be like, this is why you should care.
True.
And you're like, I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
God forbid you miss an episode.
Yeah, you like, wait, huh? So, next up, we had Toni Storm versus Marina Shafir. With everyone banned from ringside in this matchup. How do we feel about the match itself? And then we'll talk about.
It wasn't great, but it was fun.
Yeah, it wasn't a bad. It wasn't the worst.
No
AEW match I've
but
ever
I think
seen
it's Marina Shafir that was the issue.
I mean, yeah, it wasn't gonna be Tony.
Yeah, I think it was Marina. I'm like, it felt like Marina wanted to have fun and was trying to, but she couldn't break out of that character that she built.
I mean, yeah. There's ways to, I guess,
like that character that she has that she built. It's kind of a one-trick pony. It is what it is.
Yeah, she's a bruiser.
But you need to be you got to be a little bit more flexible when you're in the ring with Toni. Because Toni gonna do some things.
And she did some things.
You got to be able to roll with it.
And she did some things.
She did some things. Like, look at Mercedes Moné. When Toni started going against Moné, you could see Moné being uncomfortable. But as time went on and they had a couple more matches, you can see like, oh, okay, Moné knows what's going on. She knows what's happening. She about this now. And the match was better. This was Shafir like, do I really want to get bit on the boob? No. But I'm going to do it because we're on TV.
Yeah. And I will say this with, testament to Toni, even still with all that, I feel like this is one of the best outings that Marina had. Like this match was, this match, like I said, this match wasn't a terrible match by any stretch, and some of the shots and some of the things that the blows they were trading back and forth with Marina was like, okay, all right, I can see, this is that part of it's working, like the contrast is working.
But here's the thing. when we get further down the line, we'll think about the match between her and Shirakawa.
Mm-hmm.
Completely night and day.
Yes.
Much better match.
Yeah, I agree. That's true. That is true. So Tony gets the win here with a inside cradle, small package, however you want to call it. Tony Storm wins the match. Tony's out celebrating, doing the ground thing that she does so well. And the crowd starts buzzing. Then they pan to the ring. And inside the ring is Rowdy Ronda Rousey, who took her jacket off. She's in an AEW ring, and she is calling out to Toni Storm to confront her. Thoughts on Ronda Rousey appearing at Revolution?
First off, as much trash as she talked about wrestling in the WWE, I wouldn't sign her to nothing. Nothing. Because if she don't get her way, or if the fans don't pick up on it, and she's got to be let go, she going to talk trash about your organization. She going to make it out like everybody the problem but her, when she the problem.
Marina Shafir is supposed to be the problem.
Ronda Rousey,
if you're counting, but yes, no, I didn't want to see Ronda either. But
didn't she fight the Mandalorian chick?
That fight's coming up, so I'm guessing it's also to get some eyes on that. But I think that's a Netflix fight. But
I don't care about Ronda Rousey.
No, but there's people.
She ain't been relevant in forever.
There's people who will. There's people who are going to tune in because of Ronda Rousey showed up. So I guess
yes, I'm gonna watch the train wreck. She still can't wrestle.
And whether or not she does any of that stuff before this fight with Gina Carano, I don't know. Anyway, so yeah, I don't know, dude. But
Tony Khan, what you doing? He's trying to make money. I get it. You trying to make money. Because if I owned a wrestling company, I'd definitely be having all the people I love on the show.
Get some more eyes on the show. People are going to tune in because Ronda's on there. It's just going to happen. So I get that part of it. Toni Storm did answer the call by going down to the ring. There was security everywhere to break it up, and then Marina Shafir hit her with a cheap shot and laid her out. And Marina and Ronda left out through the crowd, flipping everybody off, and there was that.
But Tony's out for the rest of 2026.
Yeah, we'll get to that in a little bit, but yeah, that's who don't want to speculate, but then we had for one of the other 1,000 championships that AEW owns. This is the Continental Championship. This is Jon Moxley walking past Marina Shafir and Ronda Rousey, making his way out to the crowd as he defended the Continental Championship against Konosuke Takeshita. Thoughts on this matchup?
I like the match. We didn't need this match,
but I was okay. We had it.
We had it because of what they needed at the end. But I don't want to call it a filler match because it
didn't have a filler feel, but I know what I get what you're.
Yeah. If you're going to have Moxley and Takeshita fight, you're going to have it on a pay-per-view.
Yeah. As you should.
That's what it was. You're not just going to get that to the crowd for free.
Right. They already give you Kenny Omega and Swerve and stuff like that for free. So
yeah,
it's just.
You can't get everything. Oh, shoot. Something got my eye.
No.
Oh, you keep going.
I was about to say, we good? Listen, we don't, we, the Bury the Booking podcast do not play around with eye health.
No.
So, but yeah, so Jon Moxley, after a hard-fought match back and forth, Moxley was able to defeat Takeshita to retain the title. They did the back and forth thing where
about submission though.
I mean,
I didn't like that.
I didn't like it either, but you know what? I don't think it does anything to harm Takeshita. Like his wrestling style, his fighting style, I don't think it does, but I get it. I didn't like, that wasn't,
Yeah, I wasn't comfortable with the submission.
Yeah, maybe like a choke out or something, or even a pinfall. If he loses,
Yeah.
he gets pinned or whatever. That's one thing, but no, I do understand that though. But mutual show of respect. Jon Moxley. We get a video package, and the video package is
some real $6 million man type stuff.
I was trying to think about what.
Yeah.
Essentially, rebuild. There's a rebirth. There's there's a tank.
Mm-hmm.
There's being released in a sense after being restructured.
They should have did the Wolverine joint out of the canister.
That would have been cool. That would have been cool. You're right. That would have been cool. That would have been cool. That definitely would have been cool. I'm waiting for like some type of. He could have did like a, because it's it's all video anyway. Video package. He could have did like a leap of faith, like an Assassin's Creed leap of faith thing, like back into, I don't know.
Yeah.
Then they could have just flubbed the cameras or whatever and just had him like with the pose at the top.
You already spent money on that. You could have spent a couple extra dollars.
Exactly. Just do something else. But
right.
It was fine because we did get the return of Will Ospreay. And Will Ospreay returned. We seen the video packages before. It's like, all right, Ospreay's returning. But we thought he was just going to be returning. No, he came out and did work. He came out doing stuff already. So he just went ahead and just showed you that he wasn't just coming out to stare at the top of the ramp and point or whatever like that. Now it was time. He's back. And the fact that he came back on Sunday and then had a match on Wednesday for Dynamite, I'm like, okay, like we're just not
ready.
Yeah, he's going. But we had the return of Will Ospreay, so he is back in AEW. So next up, we had the tag team championships on the women's side. We had the Babes of Wrath defending against Lena Cross and Megan Bayne. Now, earlier in the night on the buy-in, we had Willow Nightingale versus Lena Cross, where Willow got the win, but also got a little banged up before the match. And this went into play on what happened during this one. But thoughts?
Megan Bayne, Lena Cross, y'all both trash. That's enough. I don't like neither one of y'all. Leave fucking Willow alone.
I agree. This wasn't a lengthy match.
No.
This was, one where, okay, we see where the prior injury in the night made its presence known, and Willow wasn't 100% going in, and Cross and Bayne capitalized and won the tag team championships. I kind of figured we were getting it. We were going here anyway. Like, I just felt like Megan Bayne and Lena Cross were going to win the tag team titles. And I felt like
hold it long.
And I felt like, if Penelope Ford was healthy, Penelope also would have won. I just feel like the titles were going to change here. But we got a women's tag team champions, Megan Bayne. Sure.
Nah.
No.
Who's Tekla with?
Tekla is with. Oh my. Sky Blue and Julia.
Yeah, give it to them.
Okay.
Give it to them.
It's Sisters of Sin or something, I think they're called.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Give it to them.
Yeah.
Or just have it bounce around from people to people. Like,
Hot potato.
Yeah.
Hot potato the title. Yeah, why not?
Yeah, because I think if you bounce it from team to team, you don't do it long, but you keep it a little bit interesting. Like you don't know who's going to win.
Mm-hmm.
The fans aren't going to know who's going to be the tag team champion every week or every couple weeks. A little bit of suspense,
That's
yeah, and even give it to people who shouldn't even have thought about it. Like pull some deep people out your rosters, like certain Deeb and somebody else, and just give it to them for like a day.
Yeah, I mean, it's
make it like the 24-hour
just with women's tag team titles.
With the women's tag team, make it like the 24-hour championship. Falls count everywhere.
That'd be interesting. Speaking of a match that was interesting, it was one that I was looking forward to seeing, of course, because I enjoy both of these men in ring work. Brody King versus Swerve Strickland.
Yeah.
This match was worth the price of admission also.
Yeah,
this match,
100%.
This match gave you what it was set to do. It was Swerve versus Brody King. The build up to these matches, like the physical encounters that they've had prior leading up to this match, I thought that was good. I was interested in this rivalry from the start, and this match was good.
It was 100%. And Prince Nana was trying to kill people. He's trying to end the boy's life.
Yeah, so
because Swerve ain't asked for that brick. Let's just go grab it.
Yeah, so Swerve did wind up getting the win, which is not a shocker here, but yeah, Prince Nana after the match, after Swerve put down Brody King, he grabbed the center block and, like you said, poured it in the ring, and we were just going, we just gonna crush Brody King's skull like that. We just
we're gonna end him. Nana was like, I'm sick of being picked on.
Yeah, we just gonna go ahead and take him completely out. But before that happened, we got Kenny Omega coming out, and Kenny Omega,
king of the slow run. He runs slow as shit, yo. His upper part be moving fast, but the legs, man, them legs.
Those V triggers are catching up with him.
Yeah,
but Kenny Omega came out to make the save, and save Brody King from ultimate destruction. But Swerve did pick up the win, so which was Prince Nana was saying on the ramp up, like because Kenny raised Brody's hand and Nana raised Swerve's hand, and he was like, "Well, he won." So I'm like,
"Yeah, I won."
Got a point there.
What is Kenny Omega doing?
What
are they trying to do with Kenny?
We'll find out on.
I ain't seeing nothing.
We'll find out on Dynamite because they're putting up his EVP status versus the number one contendership.
No, all I see is Kenny Omega on social media dressing up like King of Fighter characters and doing weird stuff.
I don't see a big problem.
I don't know if I'm on board with Kenny Omega right now.
We having technical difficulties here, it looks like. Wait a minute.
What happened?
Yeah, we are experiencing a little technical difficulties here. So just bear with us. We got, again, talking about Kenny Omega and Swerve coming up on Dynamite. We got the EVP title versus the number one contendership on the line. This will be the second meeting between Swerve and Kenny Omega. Should be a good match. Should be a really good match. The first one was good, and you get it for free on AEW TV. So
I'm confused. Can you hear me?
We're gonna try to figure out what's going on here on the side of the podcast. We got, like I said, we have some technical difficulties. We got Devin is completely frozen in time. Now he is gone, and now it is just me for right now, which is fine. Everybody's all good. And wait.
Am I back?
We have a challenger incoming here. Maybe maybe.
Oh, I don't know what's going
is he
on.
coming back?
Can you hear me?
We'll see if Evan's making his way back. But
Hold on.
But yeah, no. Let's talk a little bit more about the match between Swerve and Brody King. I don't know. I like the.
I wonder if he's gonna check his
Like I said,
phone.
both men in ring. I always liked Brody King. Brody King's always been always been a bruiser. But let me see. I got some.
I wonder if he's gonna check his phone.
correspondence from Devin here. Hold on. He is trying to load in.
I've been
Let's
in.
see. But like I said,
I don't think it's me.
yeah, I always liked
Can he check his
Brody King.
phone?
I didn't like the Bandito Brody King stuff. I always liked him as a solo, and of course Swerve as a what he is now, main eventer, and probably I feel like maybe EVP. I think we might get an EVP change here. Let's see here. Let's find out what.
Well, I've been.
Let me find out what's going on here with.
We're experiencing some technical
my
difficulties.
tag team partner here.
He can't hear me, but I can hear him fine and see him fine.
It's the beauty of the interwebs and podcasting and stuff. Sometimes there's technical difficulties. Let's see. Okay, I guess we're still on. There is trying to see. Let's find out what's. It looks like there's a ghost realm over there. I'm going to try and refresh and see if we can get this back on.
Yeah, I don't know what's happening.
Together, so give it 1 second, ladies and gentlemen.
So I had him refresh because I don't know what's going on. Because there's nothing wrong on my end. Signal strong. Everything's good. There you go. Are you back?
Yeah, I was recording on the Ghost Realm apparently.
Because nothing has changed. Like you were saying, like that we're experiencing technical difficulties, and I'm looking like I hear you fine.
Yeah,
I see you
and
fine.
I didn't see you at all. Like it was just like,
and then I refreshed and came back in quick.
Yeah, it was so weird.
You were still talking about Brody King.
That was so weird. I was
like, I heard everything.
That was so weird, and you weren't there at all.
Oh, how was that? Cause I refreshed twice just to make sure. Cause I'm like, no, everything's good in this.
Yeah, no, it was like this weird ghost print on
oh my god, the editing for this is gonna be crazy.
It's gonna be epic.
All right.
Oh well, we'll just.
Where are we at now? The AEW World Championship match, 2 out of 3 falls.
Yes, this was Tekla.
Okay.
Yeah. And that's just, and we're here.
Yeah.
We got the AEW Women's World Championship match. We got Tekla versus Chris Statlander, 2 out of 3 falls match. Did you enjoy this match?
Yes and no.
Okay.
I don't think Chris Statlander's living up to what I expect from her.
Okay.
Like for some reason, Tekla's fine.
Yeah. I don't mind. Tekla's okay.
For some reason, I think Chris Statlander's having some issue backstage where she's like, I feel like they screwing her over.
Yeah.
And she knows it. So she not doing what she need to do. Like, I feel like she knows that creative is screwing her over and she's not getting the shots or the opportunities she probably deserves because she's wrestled well.
Yeah.
And For you to lose a 2 out of 3 falls against Tekla for your title? Nah,
And she lost
that don't seem cool
Yeah,
to
she
me.
lost the title to Tekla and was unable to get it back here in the 2 out of 3 falls.
Yeah, I'm not cool with how this whole thing plays out. Something don't feel right with Chris Statlander. I think she might be out the door.
Really?
Yeah. Because it's been a downhill slope. Like, she bust her hump to get where she was.
True.
She was doing good.
Mm-hmm.
Then all of a sudden, she just drops off the map. Now you don't got no title. Like, why?
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe, I mean,
what are we doing?
This does add a little bit of more legitimacy to Tekla. I mean, but
is Chris Statlander's contract ending?
Not that I know of, but I mean, we did also get some. We got some shenanigans here. We got Julia Hart and Sky Blue was out as well.
Yeah,
that played into the deciding fall at the end. But all in all, yes, Tekla did defeat Chris Statlander. It was, I think, Tekla won the first one, Chris won the second one, then Tekla won the third one. So, and I felt like we knew we were going to get to the third fall in this one. We very rarely get a 2 out of 3 falls match where it's just 2 falls and it's over. That usually never happens. Not saying it hasn't, but usually never happens. But Tekla has successfully defended her AEW Women's World Championship by winning the third and final fall there. So, yeah, that happened.
I'm not seeing. Yeah, I'm not seeing they're saying that Chris Statlander is still an important factor.
Yeah, I don't know what's next. Maybe who knows what's to come here, but Tekla's still our AEW Women's World Champion. Not liking it.
I'm not comfortable how this is playing out.
Something's up. Something's up with you. You feel like something's up?
Yeah, something don't feel right.
Like something's up. That's fair. Like something's up. I'll tell you what is up. Mystico was all elite because we had the AEW World Trios Championship match. We had the Don Callis family. We had Okada, Kyle Fletcher, Mark Davis versus Mike Bailey, Kevin Knight, and Mystico. Thoughts on this match? Thoughts on the Trios match?
First off, who the hell cares about Kevin Knight? Sick of hearing him.
Kevin Knight's been getting a lot of play, man.
Why? Why? Explain this to me. Who cares, Kevin Knight? Nobody cares about you. You're not a factor. You only get TV time because Mike Bailey gets TV time.
And Mike Bailey's awesome.
Yes. And if it wasn't for Mike Bailey, you just riding his coattails. You didn't even win this match for your team. You didn't even help. Every time I saw you was on your back. Every time I saw you, Kevin Knight, you was laying down taking naps. Swear to God, I can't stand Kevin Knight. Trash, garbage. I get Mike Bailey and Mystico getting the W.
Mm-hmm.
That makes sense.
But that damn Mike Bailey.
That Kevin Knight.
That Kevin Knight.
No, I ain't see it.
Not.
And to lose to Okada, Fletcher, Mark Davis, I can give or take Mark Davis, but Mark Davis is better than Kevin Knight.
Yeah, I can take Mark Davis to leave him also, especially coming back. But it hasn't been terrible. But we do have Mystico and Jet Speed as the AEW World Trios champions now.
Yeah.
Which is fine.
Yeah. I get it.
You just didn't want Kevin Knight to have a championship.
That's cool. Not with him. Stupid ass shades he be wearing.
I mean, he was at least he masked up for Mystico.
And He never wore a mask. He couldn't breathe in that mask. Like, he couldn't breathe in that mask. It was called labor breathing. Chest was burrowing and flaring for oxygen. My man didn't realize you're not a luchador. You're not trained for this. You're barely trained to wrestle regular. And you want to put another handicap on top of you with a mask? Ridiculous. Ridiculous. He was dying. He almost lost his life during that match.
Next up was a match that I was looking very much forward to, and it did not disappoint for me. I really, really enjoyed this match. Gave me everything I wanted out of it. This was Bandito versus Andrade. Thoughts on this one?
Yeah, it was good.
Yeah,
Real good.
I had this one marked like on my matches to see. Like, once I seen, I'm like, look, you got Bandito, you got Andrade. This match is going to be good. This match was good. I really, really enjoyed this match. Andrade wins. I feel like Andrade had to win. He's just on a fantastic roll right now, which is good for him. But yeah, no, this match was nothing but great. I really, really enjoyed that match. Nothing else to say about it. It was it was a great match.
Yeah, nothing.
Next up, we had a Tornado Trios match. This one had a lot going on. This was
more than a lot. Y'all got to stop letting Darby wrestle with other people. Like,
you had the Dogs versus Orange Cassidy, Roderick Strong, and Darby Allin here. This is
See, Roderick Strong and Orange Cassidy, they go together.
Mm-hmm.
Then you throw Darby Allin on a team who was straight. It's like, how can I put this? He's too wild to be wrestling with these regular people.
I mean,
because there was one time Darby did something and Roderick Strong looked like, I'm not doing that.
yeah, I'm not. Yeah,
he looked like, nah, I got kids.
Yeah, I'm okay.
I gotta go home.
Yeah, I'm okay. Yeah, I'm not doing that. Like, he needs. I don't know how much longer and further, or if it's even over. I mean, we did have a coffin match. Talk about with Darby and Gabe Kidd. We had a coffin match on Dynamite, which was.
First off, who told Gabe Kidd he could wrestle?
The Gabe Kidd's not bad, but
no,
you don't like Gabe Kidd? No,
nah. He's not horrible, but I'm not a fan.
That's fair.
Not a fan.
That's fair. Yeah, like I said, I felt like. No, I don't even think. No, we couldn't have did the coffin. I think the coffin match was well placed for Dynamite. I was like, oh, we could have did the coffin match on here and had the trios match on Dynamite. But no, I feel like I guess they did it right the way.
They both could have been on Dynamite.
True.
Like, both these, you could have had one at the beginning of Dynamite, one at the end of Dynamite.
True. Yeah, true. Like I said, this match, AEW does put matches like this on Dynamite as well. While, I mean, we did have the coffin match, which had a flipped vehicle, all types of crazy stuff that was going on. No matter how people felt about that match, but
well, you needed something because they knew they were going to have a short show for Collision.
Mm-hmm. True.
So you had to make, you had to bring some audience in.
Yeah, give them something. But
because Collision was garbage. Yeah. That joint was like an hour or nothing.
Yeah, Collision was not worth it. But all in all, we had Darby Allin, Orange Cassidy, and Roderick Strong. They beat the Dogs here, and I thought that it was going to be the other way around. I did not expect this to happen here, but
no, don't nobody care about the Dogs.
I see. And Gabe Kidd lost that coffin match, so
they squad over.
Yeah, I don't know. You
ain't gonna see them for a minute.
Yeah, that ain't looking too good.
Clark is out. He already home on vacation.
Yeah, this ain't faring too well for the Dogs there. Then we had our main event of Revolution 2026. We had Hangman Adam Page looking to dethrone, defeat, MJF for the AEW World Heavyweight Championship in a Texas death match. Before we talk about it, thoughts as a whole on this Texas death match?
I'm glad MJF came to wrestle.
He did.
Because I was thinking like, all right, Hangman Page likes to take things to another level. And I didn't think MJF was going to keep up. Because, you know, he newly married. He got a family now. He's trying to do things. I thought he was going to tone it down.
He better.
He didn't.
Yeah, he better not have wearing Terry Funk gear. You better have. Yeah. If you listen, if he had to wrestle, that'd have been. MJF is one of those, you know, troll characters and, you know, disrespect or whatever like that. The biggest disrespect you ever would have had was to not have the match that you had while in Terry Funk inspired gear. That would have been the worst offense ever. But he came through. This was a Texas death match. This was a death match. Yeah, this one, you name it, we had it. We had glass, we had needles, we had staples, we had barbed wire, we had stabbing with glass.
Had a nice hanging.
We had hanging. We had you name it. It's, you know, this is what you expect. Like with AEW, when you think of an AEW Texas death match or something like that, this is what you think of. And AEW has done a good job of, you know, being that. Now, if WWE had put on a Texas death match, it's not going to look like this at all. No kind of way.
Maybe a leather strap.
Maybe.
You know,
maybe somebody. Maybe some tacks.
There's going to be some hay barrels around the ring.
Yeah.
It's going to be performative.
Yeah, maybe some.
You're not going to have somebody's head hitting the camera and they leave a blood stain on the camera.
Which was a crazy shot at the end. That was wild. You couldn't have asked for a better camera shot than that. That was.
And they knew they could have cut it. But like, no, stay on it.
Yeah,
stay on it.
That's gold. That's gold right there.
Yeah.
You stay. Yeah, you do not leave that one. But this one, the dog collars, whatever. Like this one went the distance. This one was good. This one was really, really good. Both of them dragged each other through glass. Yeah, the spot where MJF was sweeping the glass up was hilarious.
He was, because he got tired of landing in it.
That was great. Light bulb. I forgot about we had the light bulbs, which was crazy.
It was a good match.
Yeah, they had a little bit of everything, but
so what, we really gonna have Hangman not go for the belt?
Right. So, spoiler alert for anybody who didn't see it or doesn't know, because you've been living under a rock for a week. Hangman Adam Page lost. So, MJF is still the AEW World Heavyweight Champion, and that means that Hangman Adam Page can no longer challenge for the AEW World Heavyweight Championship. He's done. That's it. It's over. That's Cody Rhodes level not being able to vie for the championship again. What do we do here?
Make a new belt?
What are we doing here? I mean, you know, of course, you know, you heard Tony Khan afterwards saying, it was a agreement. It was a verbal contract. It wasn't like, you know, yeah. So, but still, I don't think, I don't know. I don't know what we do. I don't know what we do in terms of what's next for Adam Page. Maybe they have a game plan. Maybe something where, yes, there's a very long extended period of time where he doesn't challenge for it, and then maybe something happens. Maybe there's, I don't know. I don't know.
This is what you do. It's easy. Next show, next week, have MJF cutting a promo in the ring, talking trash, doing what he doing. Hangman Page come out with a ref. The bell rings. Title match. That's it. That's all you do. Don't set it up. Nothing.
That sounds like some like a Like when WCW was on its way out and like stuff was just happening and no one knew what was going on. It was like this would come on and like people were just in the ring screaming and hollering and cussing and like just stuff is happening. You're like, wait, what's going on? Why is any of this happening?
Don't explain it to nobody. Literally just have a ref, Hangman, quick title match.
I don't know, man. This was, I mean, I don't know. Or
Hangman clone. That you didn't go after Hangman, you went after his clone.
We do have clones in AEW. We got El Clone,
right?
Who is
so all you got to do.
Same thing as hologram. Just
exactly,
it's the same thing. He is a clone. Same thing.
Exact same thing. Who's gonna argue? Gonna argue? Here's a crazy thing. Just pick a wrestler, put a wig on him, some Hangman gear. It was like, I'm the one you wrestled that day. You didn't even wrestle the real Hangman.
Yeah, that wasn't me. Yeah, that wasn't Hangman.
Don't even have it look anything like Hangman. Get a black guy.
Kevin Knight.
No. Don't get that man no attention. Crazy. No.
All right, no Kevin Knight.
Give it to Stokely.
I feel like he would. Sure. I feel like he'd make the best of it. But yeah. I don't know.
This is why I don't work at wrestling shows.
I don't know what we do here. I mean, I guess that's why I guess that's part of the hook, right? That's to get you to watch every week to figure out what exactly
get you back in it.
Figure out exactly where are we going from here, because what is next? We know what's next for the number one contendership. But like I said, we talked about Kenny and Swerve coming up from Dynamite. Darby Allin says he wants the AEW championship. Everybody wants the AEW title, and that's good, because you should. That's what you're in wrestling for, to want the championship. So MJF doesn't look like he has he doesn't have a shortage of challengers. So that could only be a good thing for now, and we'll see where the story takes Hangman. No, that was AEW Revolution though. That's like we talked a little bit about that, some of the happenings from Dynamite this past week, which wasn't a whole lot. Dynamite was the Tony Storm injury angle thing. Tony's out for quite a while. We talked about the coffin match. We talked about what's coming up with Swerve and Kenny Omega, and I don't know. I mean, Dynamite wasn't coming off of a show that good, because I thought Revolution was pretty good. I don't think Dynamite kept the momentum going as well as it should have or could have. But we had the show, and like I said, we're leading up to another pay-per-view in like 2 weeks. So I don't know. I don't know what happens here.
They don't even know.
But what I do know is we're at the point of the show where we're going to flip it up a little bit. We're going to turn it around. We're going to invert things. We're going to go to, a parallel universe where this segment is the final segment weekly. This is the not quite greatest professional wrestling podcast segment in the history of professional wrestling podcasts. It is not quite the thing that you need to do every single week. It is not quite the thing that keeps you going. It is not quite the thing that is the life force of this planet Earth that we live on, but it is WWE in a nutshell.
All right, bear with me, people. This is only like the second time we've ever had to do this, but we're going to start with WWE Raw. Seth Rollins kicks off Monday Night Raw.
Mess, man.
Basically what's going on, and if you stand with Paul Heyman, consider yourself marked for death, quoted by Seth Rollins. Paul Heyman did come out, show his face, looking all messed up. He said, F around and find out. All of a sudden, Brock Lesnar comes out,
Destroys.
thinking he's actually going to do something. But lights shut off, and who comes out? My father. Yes, Oba Femi comes out, hits Brock with the fall from Greece, and we're going to get Oba and Brock at Mania.
Yes, we are.
Brock, I'm sorry. This will be your last match ever. I'm okay with that. You had El Grande Americano versus the original El Grande Americano. El Grande Americano gets the W. I'm starting to get over this.
Yeah, I'm.
It's losing its steam.
I'm a little done.
Little parking garage segment. Roman Reigns with the Usos. Looks like he's trying to get the bloodline back together to go after CM Punk. I don't really care.
Little call to action to all the other Samoans, if you want to. Yeah,
except for Mateo.
Yeah,
because he's not Samoan. We got a little Liv Morgan segment. Liv Morgan talking about, oh, I've been plotting against Finn this entire time. No, you haven't. Stop lying. You're not that smart. Cut it out. Women's Intercontinental Championship, AJ Lee versus Bayley.
Mm-hmm.
AJ Lee still, she still retains. Got her on a submission.
Decent enough.
Then little blink, and all of a sudden Becky Lynch is beating up AJ Lee again.
She went to town.
I was like, all right.
Yeah.
WWE International Championship, Penta versus Dragon Lee. Penta retains. Keep Penta the champion. Dragon Lee did his thing.
Good match.
Great match.
Yes.
We had a little bit of something going on in the back room, Vision dressing room. Heyman basically said that, they ain't got no leverage to do anything against Seth or Oba. His plan is to go after, to get some titles under his belt. His lackeys was like, all right, we're going to go after Jey Uso. We're going to go after the Usos for the tag team and get a little bit of hits in on LA Knight. You're not doing anything.
Sure.
Maxine Dupree versus Natty. Winner by submission is Natty. Here's the problem I have with this. I love the whole Natty thing, but she has zero personality. That's an issue I'm having with this.
Okay.
You had Evans talking to Dragon backstage. All of a sudden, New Day pops out. Evans like, I don't want to join your stupid ass group.
Yeah, Kofi on that recruiting mission.
Yeah, then the boy Danhauser comes out. I'm not making this a thing, but he end up cursing Waller.
Yeah.
That's going to be... we'll see.
We'll see.
The Danhauser thing hasn't fully grown on me yet. And I don't hope it doesn't. Non-title match, Women's World Championship, Stephanie Valkyra versus Raquel Rodriguez. Stephanie gets a W. I get it. Raquel, you doing your thing.
Mm-hmm.
We get Roman. He addresses CM Punk about talking about his, dead daddy. Let me see what I wrote here. Roman Reigns comes out the ring, crowd loudly chants, blah, blah, blah. He says that it's his show. He calls out CM Punk. CM Punk comes out. There's a bunch of back and forth between these two guys. I get it. Some words. CM Punk punches Roman.
Yeah, he called him old.
Yeah, he called him old, and he knocked him. You are old. You're older than me, CM Punk.
Yeah, he called him
by like half a decade.
Called him old, and he got
punched in the mouth.
Yeah,
I get it. I'm not excited about.
Yeah,
this.
no, this doesn't give me any further to excitement about the main event of WrestleMania yet.
No. So we're gonna jump right into WWE SmackDown. My feed was all messed up for some reason. It looks like I got a little bit of the pre-production. Yeah, I think I got a little bit of the pre-production because the video I saw, Drew wasn't punching anybody.
Interesting.
I'll show you that in a little bit when we're done.
Huh. Interesting.
I'll make sure I can still pull it up. But we did. We ended up having Drew pulling Fatu out of a car window.
Yeah, this is how we...
First off, you got to be husky as hell to remove those windows. Even if it's fake.
Yeah, you...
Give it to Drew.
Yeah.
Beating up...
Yeah, Highlander.
Yeah. He part of the Highlander crew. I keep forgetting that, But they went at it for a little bit. Then we had the WWE Tag Team Championship match. We had Tama Tonga and Mateo Hobbs. Not Hobbs. What's his real name?
Jeff Cobb.
Jeff Cobb. Jeff Cobb going against Damian Priest and R-Truth. Damian Priest and R-Truth are the new tag team champions. Can I tell you that Damian Priest didn't know he won? I swear to God, I don't think he realized they were supposed to win those belts. He looked shocked. And R-Truth looked like he had a secret he didn't want to tell nobody.
That would be hilarious.
Because that was wild, the look on their face. Fraxium versus Motor City Machine Guns. Motor City Machine Guns win. Yeah. First off, why my man touching my man wife like that? You know, when they was walking out. You got my man laid out. He depressed because Tommaso Ciampa left.
Right. He's friendless, which is bad.
And then his wife trying to, buy voodoo spells from Danhauser. And then my man come out, you gonna put his arm around her?
Yeah, it was a little crazy.
That's wild. Like, what are you trying to do? Please don't. You can get beat up. You can get beat up. So we get Randy Orton music hit. He comes out. I didn't really care about his hero speech. Mm-hmm. I didn't. No.
I like the fact that he was...
You're heel. I don't need... The talking takes me out of the heel.
I like the fact that he was coming out still like tagging fans and everything was all... Like everything was just... Like none of that happened last week. Like...
Fans didn't care.
Yeah, no.
I did like that he laid out Cardona.
Yeah, Matt Cardona. Man. He
punched him in the mouth.
Yeah, that was a little... Damn, Matt.
Oh, then we move into Aleister Black with Vega with going against Sami Zayn. Trick came out to control the whole match. That was the best part of it, was Trick Williams. He came out with the whole music like he was wrestling and then caused problems through the whole match.
Why not?
Yo, he don't like Sami. And I'm on board with that, Trick. Keep harassing Sami Zayn.
What you doing, Trick?
Aleister Black gets the W on that one. Aleister Black gets a lot of W's from interferences.
He does.
Yeah. Now, can we get an Aleister Black and Danhauser? Get some of that black magic bumping heads?
Oh, my God.
That'd be weird.
That'd be super weird. Now that you said that, that would be super weird. Super weird.
I'm for it, though.
That's super weird.
Jade Cargill music hits. She comes out to the ring, calls out Rhea. Rhea comes out.
Yeah,
Jade is so unoriginal.
Yeah, talk about this. I need you to talk about this.
Yeah, she's so unoriginal. She stole CM Punk line. I'm not here to make money. I'm not here to make friends. I'm here to make money. You garbage, lady. How you still? That's not you. You ain't say that. That's not you. First off, you come out here looking like a broke Teletubby, a Muppet. You're a Muppet. All that no. She is so weak on Jade is so trash on promos. It's dumb. You're so trash on promos. Your mic skills is horrible. Then what is B-Fab and Meechin doing?
I was waiting on this.
What are B-Fab and Meechin doing?
This. They getting on TV.
When did this happen?
They getting on TV. I know I seen Jay talking to somebody in the back, right? When is she talking to Meechin or B-Fab? One of them. I think she's talking to B-Fab.
Yeah.
I think. One of those, you gotta look at the background type things. But she might have even been talking to Meechin, and I didn't see that part, but.
You've been beefing with these ladies for so long. Now all of a sudden they on your side.
Mm-hmm.
That's dumb.
She got a little crew now.
It ain't even a good crew. It's B-Fab and Meechin. Who are y'all gonna go against now? Chelsea Green and whoever is with Chelsea Green at the moment.
I don't,
because the British chick is out indefinitely. Piper Niven, she out. She ain't a wing. She not coming back to like forever. Alba Fire is just there. You gonna bring back her tag team partner? You gonna hire her back?
Yeah. Bring back Isla Dawn, everybody.
This is dumb.
Hey,
That was the dumbest thing I ever seen in my life.
She got herself a little crew.
Little crew, literally the weakest of crews.
A little crew. She might win at WrestleMania now.
No. You know what would make this crazy? If the Kabuki Warriors signed with Rhea.
Oh my God. Oh yeah, that would be dumb. That'd be a little weird.
So now you got Jade, B-Fab, and Misha against Rhea and the Kabuki Warriors. That's how dumb this sounds. I'm glad we had a little Drew and Fatu mix up to break up this dumbness.
Yeah. I like this. I like just them fighting throughout the show. This is fine. Yeah, I like this.
Kit Williams, Jelly Roll. Kit Williams attacked Jelly Roll. I don't care.
I like Kit Williams.
I like Kit Williams. I don't like Jelly Roll.
That's fair.
I don't know his music. He probably real talented. I don't know his music. I never heard anything he done. That might be my fault.
Just don't like Jelly Roll.
But I don't want you in my ring.
It's fair.
No. Kit Williams should have broke your shoulder. Women's Tag Team Championship match. Nia Jax and Lash Legend versus the Bella Twins. Nia Jax and Lash Legend get the W, which they should. Because why are the Bella Twins still a thing?
Why?
They're not even good wrestlers, man.
No.
They horrible.
Yes.
And then with Alexa Bliss and the tall lady came out, and they got put down.
Yeah.
Charlotte Flair. I can't remember her name for a second. But, Nia Jax and Lash Legend, they still champs.
Good.
Randy Orton, again, comes out, wants to apologize to Matt Cardona. We knew he wasn't going to apologize to that loser.
For sure.
We all saw that coming.
We knew for sure.
And then we had more Drew and Fatu fighting.
Because why not?
Off a billboard thing?
Yeah.
They whatever they was on.
Yeah.
But they was high. It was high up. I don't care what you landed on.
That's
you still too high. Y'all two big dudes. Yeah,
they're not small men. They're not small men.
No. But that was WWE for you.
That was WWE wrapped up in a nutshell. That's going to wrap us up in a nutshell. I want to thank you for joining us, for listening or watching to the Buried Booking Podcast. Please like, share, follow, subscribe. Follow us on the socials. And we'll be back for another adventure. We're inching closer to WrestleMania. We're inching closer. Well, we'll see what's going on. Like I said, we got another AEW pay-per-view coming up in just a few short weeks that there may or may not be building up to. But, we'll tackle that on the next episode of the Buried Booking Podcast. We'll see you next time.